I'm going to show you guys a little trick. So when you have the end of your box, you know, your foil, your plastic wrap, wax paper, you always got this little metal strip. And technically to recycle it, you need to separate the cardboard from the metal and just pull that off because you want to separate the types of material. But I'm going to show you another idea to do with this before you recycle it. If you ever want to have a piece of tape that you peel off that looks like that, isn't that nice? Did not get any scissors out. Okay, so what we do is you take this and we're going to figure out the direction of my tape roll here, and this is some freezer tape, I believe. Can't find the end here. This is the hardest part of the project, is finding the end of this darn thing. There we go. Get the light just right. So I'm going to show you a trick here that's going to make finding the end and retrieving it so much easier. I mean, this is kind of a perfect example of wow, see, I'm going the wrong way. Still, it's so gummed up and there we go, getting it. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we know where we're pulling it off. Get rid of that nest a little bit. So then what you're going to do is put your blade on the side where you're lifting it, right? Because you're going to lift it up into the blade. And I just take it and rotate it around. Kind of just put it inside here, just inside. And then start just forcing it around the edges. And if it's a little bit loose, that's okay. Works just fine. And then you're going to get down to this end here, and you want to leave a little tab to go through the middle. So we'll cut it off. And then that's ready to bend over. Now you can take the rest of this, separate it, and then put that in the recycle. But the reason I had this piece of tape here is because we're going to take our tape and going to put it on the end of that we just finished up with, right there. Don't cover up your teeth, and you kind of don't want it hanging over, so we're going to trim some of that off. There we go. Oop, that's too far. There we go. Now we're in business. Okay, so got it looped around, right? Got the tape on there. And now I'm just going to push it through this side. And I'm going to try to keep it off of the teeth. And come around. And then I'm just going to tear off this back piece here. Just tidy that up a little bit. Just like so. Now you can kind of pinch these corners together and they'll get square. So you watch here if I get the angle right. Whoosh. You just squish it together. So you kind of let it slide a little bit because it's just going to get looser over time. And ideally you want to make this when your roll is new, maybe when it's not so thin like that. You can see this one was made when it was new, and it flops around on there, but it sure works great. So now what you have is a way to, where's the darn end again? There we go. And I'm going to show you a trick right now. Okay, so let's say you want to have a 1-inch piece that you're going to tear off. So with this system, what you want to do is back up a little bit, loosen up that tape, and then lay it down gently. Put your spacer back in there, right? There's your inch. Tear it off. And now this has a little bit of a curl up to it, and it's already been loosened to about back here. So you're going to get a good bit to peel up before you start separating new material further back. So that's my little trick on it. Just get yourself a little bit extra. So this is an idea for reusing this little bit of metal, and this works for all kinds of rolls of tape. It's a neat little trick, makes everything look handy, and you don't need scissors. So you'll have nice square corners on your tape, which, I don't know, I'm kind of a fan of. I think that looks kind of cool. Looks like if you pay, I was a contractor, and if one of my workers paid attention to the edges of their tape like this, then I know that they're paying attention to a lot of other things. And when I see they have a little gizmo like this on their tape and they've thought this kind of thing through, that's somebody I want to work with me. I don't know, my 2 cents from DiveGirl Deb. Bye, guys.